up here to grab his girlfriend. Alyssa jumps right in his face. He swipes the camera out of her phone, and that guy's girlfriend punches her. Now, Ricky comes out of nowhere and starts pounding this guy in the face from behind.
Hey guys, and welcome back to YT News. FaZe Banks, if you're watching, you might want to cover your eyes and ears now because we'll be taking a look at some of the moments that FaZe Banks probably regret. But first, we need you guys to smash that like button for more content like this and much more. And you better subscribe to the channel too, or else I'll cave your head in. And lastly, turn on notifications too so you don't miss out on a future video. Let's get started with the video, I guess. We'll start off with one of the most controversial things that have happened to Banks in 2019. It was of course when he and Alyssa Violet broke up. Nothing much was said by either of them about the whole situation until a few months later where Alyssa Violet took to Twitter and exposed Banks.
Miss Violet did the same and said I was asleep upstairs with our dogs and he wasn't next to me, so I checked our guest house and caught him naked in bed with a random girl.
Oh, Banks, you were really bad. Alyssa was letting it all out and telling the world that she caught Banks in a bed with another girl in the same house that him and Alyssa was staying in. That was pretty crazy. I guess that explains why they split up. But if you thought that tweet was pretty bad, then you've seen nothing yet. Alyssa had so many more to put to the world. It just got worse and worse for Banks, and he pretty much just couldn't defend himself.
Started with a screenshot of an alleged conversation between the two, followed by Alyssa accusing Banks of cheating on multiple occasions.
Yeah, apparently Banks didn't only cheat on her once, but he did it multiple times, which is insane. There was so many tweets about it by Alyssa, and it was pretty much brutal. She was twisting the knife in Banks' heart at this point. Tfue, who is a huge streamer and used to be a part of FaZe, also got involved. He liked some of Alyssa's tweets and then tweeted a picture of Baby Yoda drinking tea. Clearly, he was enjoying the whole drama.
Reacted to the drama by liking Alyssa's initial cheating tweet, liking another tweet that mocks the Banks I love you tweet, and then posted this Baby Yoda sipping tea meme.
It was safe to say that it wasn't a great day for Banks, and it went so badly for him completely out of nowhere. Next, we have a pretty unfortunate thing that happened to Banks and his girlfriend at the time, Alyssa Violet. Banks went to Ohio with Alyssa to finally see her family. This was around Thanksgiving's time, I think. It was a fun weekend for the couple and Banks was really excited to meet Alyssa's family. He confirmed that he had a fantastic weekend, but that was up to their last night where disaster struck. They visited a bar called Barley with Alyssa's family, and at the end of the night, it just went terribly wrong.
It's like a 30-40 minute drive from where Alyssa lives, so they want to hit the bathroom before we left. They turn around to go back in, and Susan, Alyssa's mom, asks me if I will accompany them to the bathroom. Escort them to the bathroom, make sure that they don't run into any weirdos, creeps, your typical club, bar people.
They were going to leave the bar, but some of the girls needed the restroom, so they turned around and went. Bank went to accompany them just to make sure that they were safe. They went into the restroom that were downstairs because they were with someone who works at the bar and was helping them throughout the night. Since it was closing time, the bouncer that was downstairs wanted them to leave. Banks said he would leave as soon as Alyssa's done, but the bouncer just wasn't listening to Banks and started getting aggressive. And this is where things completely went pear-shaped.
Richie moves toward me, gets more aggressive, and then ultimately grabs me and tries to shove me. In the security footage, you will see that I take the first step back and I'm shoved first, 100%. They try to twist all this and say that I did whatever first. No, there's a reason why you guys skipped out on that part of the security footage. Release the security footage. Richie tucked.
The bouncer pushed Banks up to the wall and things just escalated from there. Banks understandably was not happy that he just got pushed by the bouncer, so he pushed back, obviously. They got into a bit of a mishap, let's just say, and Banks ended up being in a headlock and dragged all the way upstairs.
He pushes me, I push him back, we get into a scuffle. He ultimately gets me into a headlock, and then I feel 3 other guys drag me up the stairs, and I'm being dragged by my neck. In this news report, which we're talking about next, don't think you're off the hook, channel 19, I have serious beef with you. They drag me by my neck up to the first floor. They hand me off to a different bouncer who I don't recognize, and he...
Once Banks is up the stairs, another bouncer takes over and tells him to leave. Banks says that he was calmly trying to explain what happened, and he was just waiting for Alyssa to finish in the restroom. Bank ends up walking outside the bar. Alyssa comes out of the restroom. At this point, she's freaking out because she has no idea what's going on. Alyssa actually gets caught in the crossfire as Bank is about to explain.
But now we're outside, Alyssa's freaking out, she's really mad. She probably shouldn't have had this tone and been so loud. She was mad. She got pushed down the stairs in the mix of all this and has a huge scrape up her leg along with all the bruises on her face. That was the first time Alyssa was touched, and as soon as I saw her leg and I put the pieces together, I started to freak out again too. Admittedly, I was
Alyssa got some scratches and bruises on her legs and face because she got pushed down the stairs, and this made her pretty angry, and Banks too. But things got even worse when everyone was outside. Other people from Bali came into the mix and there were more fights and issues.
Girl 2 and Guy. All three of these people, before I go any further, assaulted Alyssa. They're responsible for what happened on her face, and what happened from here on was even worse than what happened downstairs, and it escalated this all even further, and I can't believe it actually happened. Alyssa pulls out her phone and these girls just start talking shit to her. They're like, you ugly.
People were insulting Alyssa and did not like the fact that she was recording what happened. It reached to a point where one of them actually assaulted Alyssa and she ended up getting a fat lip and a black eye. And once again, the huge fight just broke out.
Where this girl, the guy's girlfriend, the guy who I showed you, the guy who said he works for Barley, hops from behind the guy and smashes Alyssa in her face with her phone. And obviously at this point, all hell breaks loose. The guy comes in, pushes Alyssa's face. I pick up a water bottle, I whip it at the guy, and I look at the guy and I say, you touch my girlfriend again, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. Alyssa got hit and things just went into a complete disaster. Here's the footage of the events that have happened outside.
He was up here to grab his girlfriend. Alyssa jumps right in his face. He swipes the camera out of her phone, and that guy's girlfriend punches her. Now, Ricky comes out of nowhere and starts pounding this guy in the face from behind.
It wasn't a great night for either Banks or Alyssa. After that nice weekend for them, it just turned sour on the last night. And those were some of the moments that FaZe Banks regrets. Do you guys have any more moments? Let us know down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already to see more awesome videos like this and much more. Turn on notifications too so you don't miss out on a future video. We'll catch you guys next time, but until then, take care and goodbye.